Hi, my name is Wexler, and in this video I will be talking about liberalism as simulated in Civ 5. For this video we will be playing as Washington on the continent's map with a quick time in a standard map size. So on the first turn we have settled our capital, Washington, on the coast. We are starting with animal husbandry, as that is a more peaceful route, which is in keeping with the liberal philosophy. Next, we are going with the tradition policy tree. The tradition policy tree emphasizes culture and small empires and food, which is perfect for liberalism, as we are not going to be making a sprawling empire that encompasses others, but rather a standard-sized one so that our people can be happy and healthy without imposing on other civilizations around the world, as we are all about working together with others. Now, we quickly find that we are on what seems to be our own continent, but that is fine, as the goal of this is to see how it reacts with Civ rather than simply restarting the game until we get special circumstances that fit us the best. Now, the first wonder we build is the Hanging Gardens, which provides a free garden in the city that it is built and gives us bonus food. This is very good for our empire, as it will make us thrive. Next, we have a list coming up. This list is for the people with the pointiest six, or the largest standing army, and as you can see, we have the smallest one, as we are liberals and do not need an army. Here we have an overview of the island after settling our second city of New York. Our empire is very happy with 7 happiness. We are doing decently on science with 32 and with 14 gold per turn. This is fairly decent for this point in the game. We then achieve a golden age, which is very good for us. And then build our next wonder, which is the Oracle, which gives us a free social policy. Following that, we have the medieval era, in keeping with real world times, hitting it at about 200 AD, if not a little faster than the real world. Then we have the most progressive people list, which shows that our culture is the highest, allowing us to adopt the most cultural policies. However, because our empire has so many people, the population is a little too high. It's caused our happiness to take a slight hit, which will be corrected as quickly as we can. Here our happiness has been corrected, and we are now shown to have the highest production. We have then built the Anger Watt, which increases our culture and gold for purchasing tiles. Then we have another list of the people with the pointy sticks, which we are again the lowest on. Finally, we have our spy screen. Now, you can also assign diplomats here, but as we have not met any other countries, there is nowhere to assign a diplomat. However, we would not assign a spy nor somebody to work secretly in tier, as that goes against the liberal philosophy, so instead, we shall leave our spy unassigned for the time being until such a time that they can be assigned as a diplomat to another country. Now we have built the wonder, the Forbidden Palace. This grants 2 additional delegates in the World Congress and lowers our unhappiness from non-occupied cities, which in this case is all of ours, and will allow us to have more voting power in the World Congress when it comes up. Here we have another overview of our island. We have our third city doing fairly well in Boston. Our capital and New York are both thriving as well, and in our capital we are building the Notre Dame, which will increase our happiness by 10. Our gold, science, happiness, and culture are all doing well, and we are thriving overall as a city. This is fairly standard for a liberal playthrough. Here we've built the Leaning Tower of Pisa. This will increase our great person generation, allowing us to get more great scientists, writers, musicians, etc., and is overall very good for our city. Here we have finally found other civilizations, so we are able to assign diplomats to go to them, which of course is very liberal of us, as it allows for more diplomatic trading back and forth. Here we have used our great writers. In this case, we have Shakespeare writing Macbeth, which is very good for us as it increases our tourism and culture. Then we have another golden age because our empire is incredibly happy, allowing us to have more of them. Here we are trading with Germany, in this case attempting to establish an embassy in their capital, as it is allowing us to have further deals and trading with their empire. This is then followed by the creation of Machu Picchu, which increases the gold generation and revenue in our empire, allowing us to purchase more buildings and thrive further as a people. Our golden age is still going on, and our happiness is a very high 23. Now we have a list of the world's most wonderful people. We are at the top of that list, as by not needing to build an army, we are able to focus our production on buildings and wonders, which has allowed our empire to thrive greatly. As we have no other people on our island, we are not under threat of attack. We then are able to trade embassies with Montezuma, who we have just met. He does not have anything to trade for our luxury resources, but we establish an embassy in his empire for later deals. We then find several nearby city-states and ally up with them. In this, you can see we are allied with both Tyr on our own continent and Samarkand on the nearby continent. We then get another diplomat to assign, as our previous one was in a capital that was taken by Montezuma. We then built the Taj Mahal to establish another golden age, as it makes our people happy, productive, and increases our culture and gold generation. Here we have another list of the people with the pointiest 6. Once again, we are at the bottom, having not built a single military unit the entire game. Here we have another overview of our empire and our allies. We have now allied up with Vatican City. We have a golden age lasting 3 more turns, a high culture, science, and gold generation, and a incredibly high happiness of 51, which is great at this stage in the game. Now, the last thing we will have before this episode ends is the generation of the Sistine Chapel, which allows us to have more culture and great works. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in part 2.